Hey folks, I've been ignoring you. I'm sorry. Just got back from Germany. I'm a little jet lagged, and then before that we were getting the restaurant all ready to reopen. We reupholstered 85 chairs, and we did, like with a staple gun. Electric staple gun, fortunately. We did all kinds of reno in the restaurant, and it's been kind of a nutty fall or summer, early summer. But things should be calming down a little bit. And I wanted to teach you something. So this tune popped in my head for some reason. This tune is Rachel, also known as Texas Quickstep. And I never really sat down and learned this tune. It's just a bunch of the melody and the chords just kind of go right where your brain wants them to go. And we'll talk about that in a minute. I'll show you. I may not play it the same way twice, but let me just show you what I mean. And I'll play Rachel a little bit, and then we'll break it down and teach it. Play it again. Okay, Rachel. So you notice how there's no real big surprises in this tune. It just it's the kind of tune you can sit down and finish hours playing it. You can just kind of play along, or I can just play along anyway, without even knowing how the tune goes, because it's a very obvious tune. But it's obvious because I'm listening to the chords, and in this tune, we're going to be going basically 1 1 4 4 5 5 1 1 1 1 4 4 5 5 1, and that repeats, and then it's 1 4 1 5 1 1 4 5 1 5 and 1. 5 and 1, 1 4 5, 1 4 1 5 and 1. Didn't mean to confuse you there. I guess I'm more tired than I think. Anyway, let's learn this tune, sort of at its elemental level, and then you can go and add in some things after you've kind of got the fundamentals of it. So fundamentally, let's think for a second about the anatomy of a chord. A major chord in a Western, kind of scale is going to be the first note of that scale, the third note of that scale, and the fifth note of that scale. That's a plain old major triad, as they'd call it. It's a chord. It's just and in D, so remember, we're in double D tuning, so your fourth string is a D, right? So and we're going to be talking a little bit about the fourth string and the third string notes that are part of these chords. So there's There's your D. So by a major triad, I mean bum, bum, bum. So bum, bum. That's the fourth string, fourth fret. And then your open third string. Now, this being double D tuning, we actually have 2 whole octaves to play with. So the next note after in the chord would be this second string, and then your first string in your home position, and then your fifth string, your first string in your at your fifth fret, and then up there if you want to for another D. So I start off with a hammer on there. Hammer on diddy, drop thumb. Hammer on diddy. So it's a little complex to do that hammer on diddy because I'm going to go strike the fourth string, hammer on the fourth string, and my diddy is going to be, try to make it be on the third string, and then your thumb on your fifth. And those are kind of melody pieces in there that's nice to have. And then we're going to go right back down. So that's a drop thumb on your second and third. And then pull off. So what we have is hammer on diddy, drop thumb, pull off. So you might as well leave this here because you've hammered it on, you're going to pull it off. Hammer on diddy, leave your finger there. And then second, third, it's drop thumb, pull off. So that's your first measure is on that D chord. Hammer and diddy, drop thumb, pull off. Remember, a measure or a bar is going to be 2 bum diddies, and that's the equivalent of that. Bum diddy, drop bum diddy. Okay. The next measure. Let's do. So this fifth fret, fourth string note is associated with your 4 chord. Bum 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 bum. Right. So I just go pull off diddy with a diddy that's not too. It's a little brush of everything, but it's not very hard. You're not trying to make sound out those individual notes. So pull off diddy bum diddy, but this note you do want to sound. Pull off diddy bum diddy. That's that measure. So let's do those 2 measures together. Hammer on diddy, drop thumb, pull off diddy bum diddy. Okay. Now the third measure in the A part. So this is all a 5 chord sort of move. But we're not going to bother to do that. We're going to go. Okay, so we're going to hammer on at the third string, 4th fret. And when you do that ditty, do it on your 1st string and your 5th string. So it's hammer on ditty. Now leave your finger there. You're just going to come back down and go do drop thumb, hammer on ditty, drop thumb, pull off. So drop thumb is 1st and 2nd, and your finger's already there, and you're going to strike it and pull it off. Hammer on ditty, drop thumb, pull off. So here's the first 3 measures. And then back to the 1 chord here. There's a couple different ways there's a million ways you can do that. So let's just do that. Strike the second string, and then the 1st string, and then pull off on the 1st string at the 2nd fret. Pull off, ditty. Pull off, and then 2nd string and thumb. Okay. then you repeat all of that. Oh, actually the ending is different, so it's the same up to there, and then instead of bum bum da da da, you got 2 bum ditties on the open second string with your third string. Your first string in your home position there. Hammer on diddy, drop them, pull off, bum diddy, bum diddy. So let's play all the way through that A part. Ready, and hammer on diddy, drop them, pull off, diddy, bum diddy. Hammer on diddy, drop them, pull off, bum bum, pull off, diddy. Hammer on diddy, drop them, pull off, diddy, bum. Hammer on diddy, drop them, pull off, bum diddy, bum. Okay. So you play all of that twice. That's the A part. So this B part is going to start with a kind of a arpeggiated strum. It's not the same as a like a brush kind of thing. It's you're going to play them all. And then a 4 chord. Now, there's a couple of different ways you could do this. This is an alternate 1 chord position. I'm going to leave this finger off because we don't really need it. You could do that. You could do a drop thumb there. Drop thumb, dee bum, dee. Okay. Or you could have done this. Hammer on diddy bum diddy. You could do the same thing with your more of your chord down. That's drop thumb diddy bum diddy. It's kind of combining those 2 methods. So strum diddy, drop thumb diddy, strum down diddy. Some variation of that. And then we're going to go hammer on diddy. That's your 3rd string. And that's your 1st and 5th there. Diddy. And then leave this down. Drop thumb, pull off. That should all sound familiar because it was in the A part too. Hammer on diddy, drop thumb, pull off. Now choices here too. You could go bum, pull off, bum, diddy, or bum, 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 diddy. That's 2nd string, 1st string, diddy. So starting from the beginning of the B, hammer on diddy, drop, hammer on diddy, drop, thumb, pull off, boom, bum. Now, no, sorry, the B part. Strum diddy, strum diddy. That's the one I kind of like the best. Hammer on diddy, drop, thumb, pull off, bum, 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 bum. And we'll have this, you won't have to have this note, but let's put it here. Just, it leads back into the strum, hammer on diddy, bum, diddy. And then the B part, just the same ending as the A part. Now, I want you to remember while you're playing this, once you've kind of got, it's hard to do this while you're trying to figure out where to put your fingers and all that stuff. But make the first note of every measure, of every bar, every two bum ditties, play that one a little bit louder, and it will help make this whole thing a little more musical and less kind of tick-tock typing it in kind of thing. All right, there is Rachel, aka Texas Quickstep.